Hey guys, Vinny Lopes here from Off the Block, and the new college men's volleyball national media poll is out. Now I'm a voter for this poll, so let's get down to how I voted this week. Number one, I had Loyola at the top, no change there. The Ramblers playing great, nation best 13-match winning streak, and they are the only team in the nation yet to lose a conference match. Now the interesting thing though, coming up for the Ramblers, they're at number one on my ballot this week. Most people's ballots, they're number one, but the team I have at number two is BYU. And why is this interesting? Well, BYU's gained some momentum, creeping up on Loyola in the rankings, and they could potentially surpass them in this scenario. And this is how it could happen, because Loyola has a bye week, they're idle, so nothing's going to change with them. But BYU, I have at number two, most people have at number two or number one. They play Long Beach State this week. So if BYU is able to get a big road victory against Long Beach State, it's going to be very interesting to see if voters continue to put idle Loyola at number one, or if they move BYU up to number two. That's going to be decided next week if that scenario potentially happens. But I'll tell you though, I have those two teams number two. The team I have number three that could completely thwart that and make it completely irrelevant is the 49ers. They are playing absolutely fantastic. Taylor Crabb looks like a player who could become the first player in almost 20 years to win back-to-back AVCA National Player of the Year. He's playing absolutely great. Alan Knife doing a great job coaching that team, and it's going to be a very good match on Friday when BYU plays Long Beach State. Very interested to see that one in the pyramid. So those are my top three. Now continuing down my ballot, number four, I have UCLA, the Bruins. You know, they have some oppo problems right now. They're going to have to sort out two tough road losses to Hawaii. But you know what? This is a good team. John Sproul, fantastic coach. They're going to figure it out. They had a few rough bumps in the middle of the season. Every team goes through that. They'll be fine moving forward. Then at number five, I have Pepperdine. The Waves, tough road loss to BYU, but this is still a good team. Parker Kalmbach is continuing to light up on the outside. Josh Taylor is continuing to play decent. He's going to be picking up here shortly. And then you have a center like Matt West. The Waves, they belong in my top five. They're going to be in the hunt all season long for a potential at-large bid to the NCAA tournament. So that's my top five. Now moving down to my bottom five in my top 10, I have USC at number six, the Trojans. Once again, kind of similar to Pepperdine, tough loss at home to BYU, but they're playing great. I still think that this is a team that's going to be in the hunt for a potential at-large bid of the NCAA tournament, especially with the way Lucas Yoder is playing on the outside and Micah Christensen getting healthy again with that back injury. So I have them number six. And at number seven, I have UC Santa Barbara, the Gauchos. You know, this is a team that just continues to win ugly. Good defense, good blocking, good digging. They're playing very well right now, even though they had a tough loss this week to UC Irvine. Then at number eight, I have Hawaii, the Rainbow Warriors. And I'll say this about this team. If they can ever figure out how to win on the road, they are going to be absolutely lethal. This is a team you do not want to play at home, and they showed it this weekend. Great fans, great energy in the Stanford Serif Center, and they thrived on that, being able to beat the Bruins twice last weekend. So it's going to be real interesting to see how Hawaii can continue to develop this season. They have a great young nucleus to that team. Now the big question is, can they win some on the road? But they're taking care of business at home, and that put them at number 8 on my ballot. Then at number 9, I have Penn State. Yes, I dropped the Nittany Lions after that loss after they lost to Princeton. Their first time that they've lost to the Tigers since 1998. But you know what? Penn State, they're going to be fine. The EIVA is just getting better. It's not an indictment on Penn State that they lost on the road to Princeton. It's more a fact that, hey, this EIVA is not the EIVA of 5 years ago or 4 years ago or 3 years ago. It's an improving EIVA. You have some good teams, especially in Harvard and in Princeton, that's going to push Penn State. And that's a good thing for Penn State. So right now, Penn State, yeah, they're still a top 10 team. I have them at number 9. Then to round out my ballot, I have IPFW once again at number 10. I really like the way the Mastodons have been playing this season. They're running a good, high, fast, up-tempo offense, and they play great defensively with a good backcourt. You know, this is a team that they're going to force you to win a game. They're not going to lose the game for you with their mistakes. They're daring teams to do that, and not many teams have been able to this season. That's why they're 10-3 so far on the year. Well, that does it for how I voted this week. Be sure to get all your men's volleyball news and analysis by going to offtheblockblog.com.